In the previous chapter, we studied that all states of matter have made up of particles. The arrangement and movement of these particles decide the states of matter. Many of these particles combine with each other and form new substances such as oxygen, iron, water, and many others. In this chapter, we will study how these particles combine, which new substances are formed, the properties and uses of these substances. Knowledge 6.1. Particles of matter, independent and combined. The particles you learned in the previous chapter are called atoms. Atoms are the building blocks of everything in our surroundings. If you keep cutting any substance into smaller pieces, it will end up atoms. These atoms possess all the properties of the parent substance. These atoms cannot be split or broken down into stable particles. Therefore, atoms are the fundamental units of all matter. There are 118 known atoms, out of which 92 atoms were discovered, and the other 26 atoms were made in the laboratory. The difference in these atoms is due to the difference in their structures. Molecules. Some substances have only a single atom. They are called monoatomic molecules. For example, atoms of a gas present in air named argon has one atom. Figure 6.1 Monoatomic molecules of argon. Each molecule of argon has one atom. Most of the atoms cannot exist independently like that of argon. They prefer to join with other atoms to become stable, and when they do, they form a molecule. So, when two or more atoms combine together tightly, they form molecules. Molecules cannot be separated into their constituent atoms easily. There are two types of molecules. If combining atoms are of the same type, the molecule is called a homoatomic molecule, e.g., oxygen molecule in which two oxygen atoms combine. Hydrogen is also homoatomic molecule. 2. If combining atoms are of different types, it is called a heteroatomic molecule, e.g., water is a heteroatomic molecule. It contains two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. Skill 6.1. Differentiate between atoms and molecules by making models using Play-Doh flour. Differentiation. Hands-on learning, visual spatial skills. Objective: to differentiate between atoms and molecules by creating and utilizing models. Instructions: scan the given QR code to access the worksheet and solve it. The worksheet provided in the QR code will help you to differentiate between atoms and molecules. Knowledge 6.2. Pure substances, elements. The pure substances which cannot be further subdivided are called pure substances. It is because all of their atoms are of single type. The splitting ends up in an atom of that substance. One of such pure substances is called an element. As there are 118 different types of atoms, so we have 118 elements. All these elements have been arranged in a table known as the periodic table as shown in figure 6.3. Hydrogen, oxygen, iron, gold, silver are all different elements. Atoms of iron. Existence of elements. Elements, although are made up of atoms, however, they may exist in atomic as well as molecular form. Elements in the form of atoms are iron, nickel, sodium, gold, zinc, etc. They are usually solids, and many others are extracted and purified from rocks. The atoms of a few elements are unstable. They cannot exist independently. Therefore, they combine with other similar atoms and exist as homoatomic molecules. For example, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, etc. Such elements are usually gases having different properties than that of atomic elements. Symbols of elements. In the beginning, elements were written by their full name. It was not convenient, so a short way was adopted to write the elements, i.e., using symbols. Symbols are abbreviations of their names. These symbols are universal, specific, and convenient to use. Scientists have adopted the following ways to assign symbols to elements. 1. The first letter of the elements is their symbol. It is written in capital letters. Element symbol: hydrogen H, nitrogen N, fluorine F. Carbon C, oxygen O, iodine I, 2. Sometimes, two elements may have the same initial letters. So, two letters are used as symbols. The first letter is written capital and the other is small. Element symbol: helium He. Magnesium Mg, cobalt company. Chlorine close 3. Some elements have their names from Greek or Latin origin. So, their symbols represent their Greek or Latin names. Common name: Greek or Latin name symbol: sodium natrium Na, gold aurum O, iron ferrum Fe, silver argentum Ag.